Hey everyone, and welcome to today's tech tip. So for today, I thought we'd do something a little different, and I namely just want to clear up an error message that I see quite a few times and how to get around that. So the main error message I'm talking about is this load symbol pop-up that can sometimes appear. And this typically happens if a marker has been deleted, either manually or maybe accidentally with a project purge, but it's still being used somewhere in the panel. So when that does happen, you'll see this error message pop up, and then usually one of two things will happen. Either the panel will just delete itself entirely and empty out the wall, or it'll usually keep framing, but the opening won't exactly look that great. So to get this error message, I'm going to accidentally delete this wood-bearing beam top of panel, which is being used by this door. And if I do that and regenerate this wall, this is where I'll see this error message come in. If I say OK, it's prompting me to try and load the marker in. But I don't have that family. So once I do say OK, this is either when the panel will again delete itself entirely, or it just won't frame the actual opening. So if you do get lucky and you are still having a panel in the wall, what you can do is actually click on the wall, go to its properties, and just double check the opening framing settings and see where it might be referencing and looking for that marker type. So in this case, it was referencing it in the condition map. So I could either set it back to none or use just the general settings. And then I could always go back and recreate the marker and apply it again. If you're using a rule set, go ahead and double check that rule set in the marker manager and see if the marker is being referenced there. But generally, just go ahead and remove that reference to that marker. Your panel should frame out with some settings after that. So it should frame out properly. And then you could either duplicate the marker, recreate it, or if you want to go ahead and update your template so it doesn't error out again, we can go ahead and update it at this point. So if you are getting that error message, and in your case the wall has actually completely emptied out, and whenever you do go ahead and try and reuse the same template, again, if it's referencing that marker, you're still going to get the exact same pop-up every single time. So a way to kind of update your template, if you're not getting any kind of wall panel being generated, is I'll usually just click on that empty wall and I'll use one of the defaults to frame out the wall, just so I can get some kind of panel in there. And then at this point, what I do in the panel's properties is I'll go set that faulty template as active. So before I say OK, it's using that template settings. And then I can go ahead again and just double check where that marker might be active. By doing a kind of dummy panel, enables you to go double check a panel's properties and go double check its settings without actually needing to create a panel with that template. So in this case, again, I'd be able to find where it's referencing that marker. I can close out of here, fix up my template, and I don't have to restart all over again with a brand new template. So I hope some of you guys found that helpful. Just a nice little cleanup of what to do if ever a marker is accidentally deleted.